Jeff DeWit, the Arizona GOP chair, just resigned after a really shocking exchange.
Oh boy, here we go.
This is back east. There are very powerful people who want to keep you out.
I know they do.
But they're willing to put their money where their mouth is in a big way. So, this conversation never happened.
This is crazy, though. They should want me. I'm a great candidate. People love me. These people are corrupt.
Well, maybe you're right.
They are right. They are corrupt.
Maybe. This never happened. Don't go. Do me a favor, though. I don't get myself in trouble. This, if you say no, which is fine, it's your choice. Don't tell people.
They're gonna try to have me murdered.
I wouldn't doubt that either.
Say what?
Today's world, man. If that stuff that came out last week is right about the cartel stuff, man. They said the cartel's operating in 50 states right now, like all 50. You know?
Bruh.
So
what's going on? Who is it? What?
Forget the who. Let me just tell you the what. Let's just say there are people calling around saying, "Gosh, no, they can't repeat this. Never repeat this." If you say no, don't. Because say, "I got offered to buy out." Don't use it. Because then we lose our ability to get things done in the future.
Here's my problem. Rather than just say, let's work with her, she's a great candidate, because they don't own me, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't know it's about ownership.
It's about control.
I don't know it's about control. It's about being on the team. I guess that's, you know what I mean?
They want to be on the team.
They want you to be on their team.
But
just team. You know?
But if they're pushing a globalist agenda, I can't do that. So what do they want? What do they want me to do?
They want you to stay out for 2 years. But, let me tell you what I can offer you. But, I said you can do whatever she wants, talking head, this and that. So, the ask of me was, it's kind of funny. So the ask I got today from back east was, it has to stay between us. Is there any companies out there or something that could just put her on the payroll and give her, to keep her out? And I said, well, what are you willing to do? Like, whatever we need to do.
This is about defeating Trump. And I think that's a bad thing for our country. DeSantis is not America first. This is about the final death blow to Trump. And I don't think that's good for our country.
And you know I love Trump. I love Trump.
It's not good for our country, Jeff.
It's not. But at the same time, I'm not even sure Trump can win again. I don't know that he can win again. I think what it really comes down to for a lot of people, it's not really about like control or agenda. It's just about the ability to raise money to win. You know, if you really want to know, all of politics boils down to money. I think. I always believe that. And even on their end, like what makes them the most money?
I know. All these consultants don't want their payday to end. And I don't want to make a deal with these kind of people. This is a hill worth dying on. I'm not, if they're going to steal the election to make me and our movement go away, I'm not letting them do that. I owe it to the people of Arizona.
Or
to carry their torch and their voice.
Or you don't go away, but you pause.
This is the battles right now, Jeff.
You pause and refill your coffers.
No, the battle is right now. The battle is right now, and we don't have time to pause on this battlefield.
You're not. You can't scratch their back. It's not afraid of you.
Yeah.
You don't have anything to offer them, and they're sitting around people that have stuff to offer them. You know what I mean? It's just it's a back scratching club. That's all DC is. It's a big back scratching club. You're in no position to scratch anybody's back, and you've already made it known that if you get there, you're not going to scratch anybody's back. I don't scratch people's back. You know, I've been on the outs with a lot of people for a long time because I don't scratch backs. You know, where are we in 2 years if they steal the election again?
Listen to what you're saying. Why don't we do something about it so that we the people can pick our...
What can we do?
I'm not willing to accept that, and I'm going to be the biggest pain in these people's... Go back and tell them that. I'm running, and I'm going to be the biggest pain in their...
I'm willing to tell them that.
And they're going to have to kill me.
Shady backroom deals and political corruption is notoriously hard to fix because it's hard to identify. It generally happens in the shadows. Well, not this time, because Kari Lake recorded the whole thing. And what's crazy is that Kari Lake actually mentioned that this happened. The individual in question, Jeff DeWit, denied that it did happen or that he was a part of it. And then boom, the audio file drops. People are trying to brush this off as normal politics, but it isn't. It's politics as normal. This is the shady world of elite Washington. Scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Do what we say and we will enrich you. You know, actually what immediately comes to mind is Nikki Haley, actually. She was pulled out of the political scene at some point, and what happened? She went to work for Boeing. You know, that's exactly what happened with Nikki Haley. She was put in some company, sent to the private sector. She made millions upon millions of dollars, only to come out on top as the Republican poster child for establishment politics. You know, who's to say that Nikki Haley wasn't groomed in the exact same process? Lay low, disconnect yourself from Trump, go work at this corporation, take the money, and then we will groom you into a possible presidential candidate. I mean, it seems like the same thing, doesn't it? What exactly is the threat that Kari Lake poses, especially considering her position as a politician in the state of Arizona? Well, it probably has something to do with her proposed tough border policies. There's probably some corporate heads that don't want politicians enacting actual border security legislation, because then, of course, they'll lose all the cheap labor. Or maybe it's something even more sinister. I mean, this guy seemed to openly admit that the cartel is running openly or operating openly in all 50 states. There's clearly a connection, and clearly Trump-style grassroots Republicans are viewed as a massive threat to the current goals of the corporate uniparty establishment. Absolutely crazy stuff, folks. A literal bribe. They attempted to bribe her to drop out of the race.
Not a bribe.
Of course it's a bribe. You're offering to pay us money to not do our job.
Not a bribe.
But Kari Lake, of course, continues to deliver, essentially telling the corporate overlords to pound sand. I mean, what an absolute badass. She said, they're gonna have to kill me if they want me to stop. If that doesn't increase your faith or your trust in a woman like Kari, then I don't know what will. If you ever needed a reason to vote for Kari Lake or to support this kind of politician with the backbone to stand up to the powers that be and the moral compass to reject millions of dollars because it's simply not the right thing to do, well then an audio clip like this is pretty much all the reason that you'd ever need.
Give me a counter.
I can't be bought.